Okay, we're going to create our creative technology portfolio using the new Google Sites. If you have not done it yet, you're going to want to click on Create and select In New Sites. If you've already started this, you're going to want to click on New Google Sites right here if you haven't already clicked on the link. And that's going to give you all of your sites that you have created within the new Google websites. Mine is over here. It was named Kelsey Portfolio 2017. And it'll open up and kind of let you continue from where you are. If you're following the project website or the project documentation, it tells you to have a home page, a country project, spreadsheets, multimedia, coding, other projects, and resources. So let me just click through a few of these to kind of give you an example of what they could look like and how you could do these things. The mini movie project or the country project has three components to it, actually. The mini movie project, where you're going to include a description and what you learned. You could do that by just having one big long sentence about what you learned, or break it up into application, how you would apply that in class. Then you're also going to want to insert the actual project itself. Now, depending on where your final project is saved, you're going to insert it differently. When I've done these headings up here, I've done either title size or heading size, and then the descriptions are normal size text, and you can choose or change all of those just simply by clicking here. So I'm going to scroll down here to the bottom and go ahead and insert another text box. Grab the side over here to change the size of it so that it's in my column set out. And I'm going to do this as a heading. This is going to be my data collection sheet, where I did my research on my country. Insert another text box, and once again, drag that a little bit smaller here. This one is going to be normal text, and this is where I'm going to go ahead and type in my description and what it is that I learned from the actual project. Okay, here's an example of what you could type in for a description of what you learned. And then you want to put in the actual project that you completed. Now, this is where you have to decide where that project actually is. If you did it on Google, it's probably on your Google Drive. You'll be able to import it directly from there. If you did it on your computer, so for example, an Adobe Illustrator project or Photoshop or possibly even a video, you may need to click on Upload so that you can bring that from your computer H drive to the internet. Now, for this data collection sheet, I happen to know that this is on my computer, so I'm going to go ahead and go into my classroom page and look for my, not there, let's try here, and go into my foreign country project, part 1, and here's my data collection sheet. So I'm going to insert that in, and I can decide how I want that to look. Do I want it to be full size, shrink it down so it's over to the side? And the design is really up to you depending on the layout of your page. All right. Did the same thing here with my Jeopardy PowerPoint. I did this on PowerPoint, so I had to upload it actually. Although I did turn it in via Google Classroom, so I could also find it from here. And same thing with my mini movie. When I inserted that mini movie, I got that from my drive. It happened to be inside my Wii video folder. So if I scroll down and find my Wii video folder, right there was my final video, and I was able to import that directly. And that all kind of depends on how you saved each of these projects. All right. Again, as I go through and I do my spreadsheets and my multimedia, I'll need to import those. Give me short descriptions. Give me what I learned. When you get to other projects, you'll have to look at the list on the Google Classroom, and it will show you other projects we did earlier in the year. A lot of these, I just need a description of it because it was so long ago. You may not even remember what it is you learned from those. And then when you get to resources, that should be broken down into two different columns, free time websites, along with hyperlinks to those. And to do a hyperlink, you type the word, select it, and then click on the link here. And this is where you would put in the hyperlink. The easiest way is to go to the website, copy it, and then paste the web address right here, and it will hyperlink that as well. And then I threw in a couple of graphics, but you don't have to on this page. Sometimes they're a little more distracting than others. If at any point you're ready to see what your page would actually look like, you want to click this little preview button. It will convert this and show you what the finalized page will look like. And you can look at it on a phone, see what it will look like if somebody was to look at your website on a phone. When you're done with that, you click on X and it brings you back to your editing mode. The other thing you can do is modify your themes here. If you want to change the entire look of your heading, you can also change the colors here. Or if you really want to get fancy, and this is probably towards the end, you can also click on Change Image here and select an image, and there is lots of different built-in images that will allow you to really customize the look of this page to how you like it. And you can continue working on this until you are finished with your entire page.